This is how I like it. Hey friends, it's Julia Harriet here. This week, we're talking how to use a tape measure. And, we're talking about measurement in general, and actually a lot of really other interesting things, including we are answering a few questions that you all sent in to us. So it's a very exciting episode indeed. But Dawn's going to walk us through, what the heck, this tape measure thing. It's a little more complicated than you'd think. Hey, Donald.
Yeah, Julia?
What are we going to talk about today?
The tape measure. We haven't explained the tape measure yet.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this episode because I have so much to learn.
Well, you really don't need one to build. You could build without a tape measure.
Yeah, I mean, I've never used one in like 6 years, but I can't wait to learn how. Thanks so much.
The type of measuring system we have came from the Romans. They used their foot for measurement.
Oh, shit.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then from 1 foot, here's 12 inches. That's 1 foot. From there to divide down, they divide in half, which is 6. And then from that, it's 3. And then from that, it's 1.5 inches. And then you get down to quarters and all this stuff. Decimal is way better. That's all I want to tell you about tape measures. You can figure this out on your own. Just grab one, start using it. It's going to be confusing, but you'll figure it out. The most confusing part is something the Freemasons added to a tape measure. It's a little black triangle.
Ooh.
I'm not quite sure why they put it there. The first one happens at 19 3/16 of an inch, and then it's incremental from there on. So everybody, we're going to have our first ever contest here at JuliaHarriet.com. So whoever can send in the correct answer for what the little black diamond represents and what the Masons use it for, they get a free 5-minute iPhone call with Julia. Sorry, Android hippies, maybe next time.
Hey, Donald, you know what?
What?
We got some questions from our viewers, which I've just been dying for. Every time I'm like, hey, send us your stuff. And finally, everyone showed up this week. It was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. Maybe it's because school's out and everyone's needing some new schooling or something.
Yeah, I kind of read through the questions. I handpicked the best ones out of it.
Oh, I'm so grateful. I can't wait to share them with you guys.
Hey, Julia, I picked out my favorite question from the many, many questions we have. So this is from Marika Waibango. Miss Julia, me and many of my friends are wondering, with all the different characters you play, how do you identify in real life, assuming you have a real life? And which character is your favorite? With love.
Oh, thank you so much for your question, Marika Waibango Iowa. It's really a great question because, first off, I love being different characters, obviously. I think my favorite one I've shared so far is my Burning Man, the artist formerly known as Julia. That's my favorite character. It's actually kind of gone viral, at least at my house with my own kids. They really like Burning Man Julia. There's a few other characters that I haven't brought to the table yet, but there's IGA Julia. I think that's one that is unfolding and will come soon to the table for a visit, like Thanksgiving, where you have your weird aunt that just got out of prison show up at Thanksgiving. I think it's going to be a little bit like that. So that's going to be exciting. The other part of the question, Waibango, was that am I real? I don't know, man. Isn't that cool? What's really real, man? I don't know, man. I'm in clothes, but I don't know if it's real. I don't know.
It looks real to me. This is from Richard of Beaverton, Oregon. Miss Julia, it's about your ass. Is it natural or like a zirconian? Also, we think you should have more sexual innuendo in your vids.
Wow, thank you so much, Richard, for this question. you're not the first to ask this question, and I feel really fortunate to have a mentor. As I'm making my way into stardom, Dolly Parton. We text every week, and she's like, if anybody ever asks you about your body, A, never tell them the truth, and B, show them, don't tell them. So I'm gonna give you my response, and it's gonna look a little something like this, Richard. Well, I want to thank you for joining us on this adventurous episode, learning about measurement and how to use a tape measure. And yes, we really love your questions. Come on, they're all good. There's no bad questions. Remember like the groovy teacher that told you that there were no bad questions? Well, like I mean it. There are no bad questions or comments. Well, there's some bad comments, but no bad questions. So send them in. We love to hear from you. Subscribe. Who knows what we're going to do next, but something fun. All right, take care.